What's up, YouTube? It's Dragon. This guy here today. I'm going to bring you guys the second video of basically it's a remake of Dino Rabbit, because the last video that I did wasn't that good. The quality was really bad. The sound was really bad as well. So I just want to go ahead and do it all over again. I'm going to go ahead and leave that video up, just for whatever. I don't care. I just wanted to make sure that this video is clear as possible, and you guys can hear and understand and see better. So. Also, when I was explaining some of the cards, I also left some very important stuff out, so I just want to go ahead and do it over again for those reasons as well. So let's just go ahead and get into it. This is Macro Rabbit, or Macro Dino Rabbit, whatever you want to call it, and let's just get into it. So obviously we have to run the double rabbit, because rabbit is what gets you your vanillas, which makes your log and your deltas. This wouldn't be Dino Rabbit without it. So a double rabbit, triple capital, the dinos, and triple saber sword. Now for the tour guide engine, we have double tour guide, because obviously it's semi-limited, the 1 Sandgen and 197. 197, because 97 is really good. It gives you that extra speed to search, and not only that, but it's like a snowman eater, but it's a little bit better because the monster can be face down, so you can just pop it right there. With Snowman Eater, it has to be face up, so it's a little bit better. So that's the Dino Rabbit part of it. Now, onto the text, because usually the first part is standard, and everything else, it's really up to people and player preference, whatever they want to put. But for me, this is anti-meta stun Dino Rabbit. So we have triple Thunder King Ryo, because it stops Wind Up Factory, it stops the gear gets from searching, so it stops duality. It's a 1900 beater, so why not run it? Next we have double Snowman Eater, because like I said, it's like a Nidus in it, but it's really, really good because it's a 1900 defense. It's a level 3, so say your opponent attacks into it with their own Thunder King Ryo, so you flip it face up, you pop the Thunder King, it stays on the field. Next turn, say you summon, like another tour guide, it gets Veilered. Well, you can just exceed with this, because it's a level 3. So it's really, really good. It's really, really flexible. After that, we have double Spirit Reaper. Double Spirit Reaper, because Spirit Reaper is really, really amazing. It's really hard to get off the field unless they Torrential, Dark Hole, Lance. You have to go into Photon Butterfly Assassin. So it's really, really good. It stalls for you. But not only that, but if you have control of the field, say you have your log and your Doka on board, you summon this, you start poking your opponent's hand, you start taking down their hand. This looks really, really good. This card is never, never dead, because like I said, it gets stalled for you, until you get your rabbits, until you get your setup, until you find a way out. It can, like I said, you can poke your opponent's hand. So it's really, really good. It's really, really flexible, like I said. Also it's a level 3, so you can go into Levier, 17, etc., etc. So really, really good. Now to finish up the monster, we have one Neospatian Grandmal. Because Grandmal is really, really amazing. He wins you games. You can bounce back a Zen Mains, you can bounce back a Maestroke, you can bounce back a BLS, a Sorcerer. Just anything that you can't get over, Neospatian Grandmal takes care of that. So it's really good. It puts in a lot of work. I've won so many games with just Grandmal alone, with Logia on board. I just keep bouncing back the monster. Now for the spells, we have Staples, Reborn, Dark Hole, Heavy, and then the Book of Moon. After that, we have Triple MST, because this is a heavy, heavy back row format, and MST is at 3, so why not run 3? Because it's never dead. Your opponent always has a back row, so really, really good. Then we have Double Lance, because it's like an MST. If your opponent goes bottomless on your dinos, you can just chain it on your dinos. Hopefully you have 2 to protect both. If you don't, well then, it kind of sucks. But they get prisoned if something happens. Or it's good for Logia and Doka as well, because they're kind of small. So they're 2400, they're 2300, where everything else is like 2500 and above. So you enter battle, you attack, you chain Lance, and you bring them down to like 21, 22, whatever. And just your Logia and your Doka can basically run over them. So it's really, really good. It's really, really flexible as well. So I like triple MST double for that extra push. And then for the last spell, I'm going to go ahead and get into the traps as well. But we have one fissure and double macro. Now you're probably asking yourself, well, why one fissure and one double macro? One fissure because you could just play it and just go off. With macro, you just have to set it and then wait an extra turn. So this is in here because it stops the meta. Even before processes and mermails came out, I already knew that this was going to be big because I was already looking into the archetypes of how they work, and this was going to stop them. Not only that, but Chaos Dragons are out there, Heroes are out there, those random Blacklings and Life Warrens and Chaos and Light Rays and all that good stuff that relies on the graveyard. This just kills it. Macro is going to kill the processes, and the Fissure and the Macro are going to kill the Mermails because they need the graveyard for the setup. And where Dino Rabbit, they don't depend on the graveyard, so that's always good. Now also, I added this before people started talking about it because Mega Capital G started talking about it on Friday. But I added this in here not because it was going to hurt the meta, but because I didn't want my Rabbit and my Tour Guys to get Veilered or Maxi, because in order for those cards to work, they have to hit the graveyard. And I was really scared that my Rabbit would get Veilered and it was just going to sit there or something. So that's why I decided mainly because, like I said, in order for the Maxi and Veiler to work, they have to hit the graveyard and for the effect to go off. But with Macro, it doesn't do that because they get banished. Not only that, but it stops your opponent as well because if they have the Tour Guide engine, their own Sandgan can't work. So when I have Macro on the field or Fissure, when I go Tour Guide, I go Sandgan because I don't want a dead Sandgan in my hand because I know I'm not going to get the effect off because Macro or Fissure is going to be on the field. So that's why I just go Tour Guide, Sandgan. So that's Macro and Fissure for you. For the rest of the traps, we have the trio of Judgment and Double Warning. Really, really good, really amazing. I didn't like playing 2, but in Dino Rabbit you need it because you need to, your opponent has big boss. Usually they're going to have big boss monsters, and you can't let them go off. So you need to hit them before they hit the field. Then we had Double Bottomless, because Bottomless is amazing for the mirror match, for Chaos Dragons, etc., etc. Double Compulse, because Compulse is really good, it's really flexible, it's like Book of Moon. You can compulse with Zen Mains, the Maestro. If you don't have Macro on board and your Rabbit gets Veiler, just bounce back your Rabbit and just summon it next turn. And then we have Double Phoenix Chain because I was looking at the meta, the way it's going, and there's a lot of effect monsters again because Instructors, they disappeared, but they're still out there, so that's another reason why this is in here, because of the random Instructors. But because of the Geargias, the prophecies with High Priestess, when she hits the field, she can just pop the card. So with Deep Prison, she wouldn't attack because she would pop it first. And with Phoenix Chain, once she hits the field, you can activate Phoenix Chain, and she just stops right there. She can attack and she can't go off of the effect. So that gives you an extra turn to attack over her or something like that. So it's really, really good. For the Mermails as well, when they go into attack, they do that on the monster, you stop them right there as well. So it just has a lot of flexibility. And with Prison, it's a little bit slow, so I side it out. And I usually save it like for the mirror match or for Chaos Dragons because you want to remove the Chaos Dragons as much as possible. And to finish up the chest, we have one Starlight Road to protect the offense and defense skills. I always like Starlight Road. It's really, really good. Now for the extra deck, we have one Chimera Tech Fortress because obviously the machines are out there, and I do side Star Dragons because we need to contact Fusion. One just Attacher because I do side Veilers for the mirror match, stuff like that. So you can make this with the Thunder King and the Veiler, so it's really, really good. What's the Stardust Dragon for the Starlight Road. And for the Exceeds, we have Logias and Dopas because this is Dino Rabbit. One Pebble Imperative for the random Reapers that we encounter. One Utopia Stall for the rank 3s. We have 17 Levier, Zen Mains, Astagolem, Giga Brilliant, and Temp Tempo to finish up the extra deck. Now for the side, I don't have a side. Well, I do have a side with me, but for regional purposes, I'm not going to show that. But your side can be whatever you want, based on how you see the meta and stuff like that. So that is the deck, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully this video comes out a little bit better than the last one. Like I said, I'm still going to keep the last one up there. So hopefully this one comes out better. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Take care. My next video or deck profile is going to be on my updated Disaster Dragon build, so look out for that, and I will see you guys in my next video. Take care, subscribe, like, and peace.